What's going on, guys? Bart here with Tully Television, and today we're going to be getting into a movie review. But before we get into that, I want to thank all of you for stopping by, liking, commenting, sharing, all that beautiful YouTube stuff. I hope that today is the day we earn your subscription here. If so, you hit that red subscribe bar down below. The march to 300 subscribers continues, where we'll be giving out a grab bag of comic books and setting up a watch along of the movie 300. And I think that would be a fun little way to celebrate 300 subscribers. But let's get into the movie review today that I want to get into. It's a movie called The Tank that came out in 2023. And is written and directed by Scott Walker, starring Lucianne Buchanan as Jules, Matt Whelan as Ben, Zara Nussbaum as Rhea, Holly Shervey as Linda, Ben's mother, Coco White as Rosie, and Mark Mitchinson as Amon, Ben's father also. This movie initially shows incident in the 40s of who we find out to be Ben's father going down into this water tank, and he wound up being attacked. And we later find out that him and his daughter, right, Ben's sister, winds up going missing, and the police had suspected that the mother had did something to the sister and to the husband for decades. When Ben was growing up, his mother was in a mental institution at the time, so he didn't really get to interact with her too much or know too much about his past. So he basically grew up an orphan in that sense, and wound up getting married to Jules and having a daughter of his own. Him and Jules run a pet shop, and we kind of see ominous beginnings of the daughter asking why one of the salamanders ate his brother, and the mother explains sometimes it's territory, sometimes it's about eating, sometimes it's just about needing the cage cleaning, and basically setting up that, sometimes the force of nature is just the force of nature, and there's nothing to it, right? That's just the way it is. And as they're getting ready to close up for the day, a lawyer comes in and tells Ben that his family had a piece of property up on the Oregon coast that he never knew anything about, and was basically given the deed and the keys to the house. They are having money problems, Ben and Jules, so they figure, let's go check this house out and maybe we can sell it, right? Maybe we can sell it, make some money, clear out our debts, you know what I mean? So they initially go, and it's like boarded up, it hasn't been kept very much, and there's this water tank there that Ben decides to go in and try to see if there's a way of putting it on and everything like that. And as he's doing that, the wife is inside getting straightening out the house and stuff, exploring the house, and they wound up coming across the mother's journal talking about some of the things that were happening in the house, like the husband disappearing, strange going-ons, people leaving anonymous packages wanting them to leave the house. And not sure why at the time why that was happening. And a lot of weird things start happening as Ben and the family are in the house, right? There's doors opening and closing. We see scratch marks outside the windows, and at one point, the wife winds up seeing something out the window, and Ben was too late to see what it was or anything like that, and just assumed it was a raccoon. Ben in this I liked this movie a lot, I did, but I found Ben to be very stupid in this movie, because he's just kind of going into like sit in water without worrying about botulism or anything like that, tetanus, nothing, right? And just letting the water, not even letting the water run when they started getting it going, because of it sitting there for a while. I don't know. It seems like you're going to get sick off that water. I don't know. But as one of the times he's down there, he sees this salamander type of creature that he never noticed before, and the wife has never seen before, because she seems to be more of a knowledgeable about the animals and stuff like that. And it seems like some sort of species of salamander. And it's a subterranean type of salamander because of lack of eyes, right? So these type of creatures that live in cave settings evolve different parts of their body to go hunting if they don't have eyes to see well in the dark. So we kind of maybe start knowing what is at play here. And they come across, like I said, the mother's journal, and they read. So we go back and forth a little bit to see the mother's perspective of things. And we see the mother worried about being attacked by something from the outside and trying to protect the daughter that was left. And then finally, about 5 days after the father went missing, these creatures finally made their way in, took the daughter, and the mother ran off to tell the cops. And she knew no one was going to believe her. So she felt like she had to lie about how they died or where they went. And all these years, they thought that she had did it. Had did them in, especially when they found the sister's necklace down in the water tank too. So they decided to call the cops. There's a realtor that came and is looking to sell the house and talks about how the land is cursed, but she just chalks that off to nothing. And when the cop finally comes, right, we get our first real look at the creature, and it does definitely look like some sort of Demogorgon design from Stranger Things. It does look creepy. It does look like some sort of subterranean cave creature, and they did pretty good with the makeup and everything on it, for the most part, But the design, I noticed ever since the Demogorgon made its appearance and became popularized, that design is used a lot in horror movies these days. So it looked good, but lack of originality a little bit. I found the character of Ben to be a little stupid in this too. The wife was definitely more, up there more with the smarts department than he was. Finally, when Ben sees what happened to the realtor, because she got attacked as well, he runs back, tries to blow up the water tank, thinking that's going to do something, and he got his butt kicked. So basically, it's up to the wife now, because these things broken into the house and took the daughter. The husband's beaten up. It's up to the wife, and the wife basically is able to save the daughter is able to help the husband back to the car, and they wind up taking off. And we wind up seeing, I think 6 months later, a bunch of guys getting ready to do construction on the property. So whatever happened with them selling the property, they must have sold the property, realized no one was going to believe them about humanoid salamanders attacking people, and just sold the property and didn't say anything. Now, they definitely set this up to have a sequel to it, and I think that it's worth a second run at this, add a little bit more lore and knowledge of, because I don't think some people really got that there was supposed to be like an evolved like cave dwelling creature like a salamander. Not sure people picked up on that. This movie didn't do anything crazy new that you haven't seen in a horror movie before. The acting was okay. I think that the young girl did good, There wasn't, again, anything to make this movie or the actors stand head and shoulders above anybody else or any other movie. But I think that it's short enough. It's like about an hour and 40 minutes, hour and a half. It's short enough to enjoy with a date or a couple friends and just have yourself a good time with this horror movie. With the acting, I was a little bit more impressed with the actress who plays Jules, Lucienne Buchanan. I hope to see more of her down the road. And the guy who plays Ben was okay. Like I said, I thought that the wife was more of the star out of this movie than anything else. Yeah, check it out. I'll give this movie like a 6, a little above average, but nothing spectacular or new that they did in this movie. And the design of the monster reminds me of the Demogorgon, just more black. But that's my thoughts and opinions on the movie. You let me know down below if you liked it or if you're even going to bother watching it. But until next time, peace, Snookums.
Everybody!